All right, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World, and I'm Blue Devil. What we have going on today is a video of Crip Mac. You know, we all know recently the firefight general got busted. He arrested, and now there's news that he got picked up by the feds. You know, the ABC boys, FEDZ, feds, man, FBI. There you go. I spelled it wrong, but you know, players mess up too. Uh, the title of this video is says Crip Mac facing 15 in the feds. All right. Listen, I haven't seen a video yet of Crip Mac. I seen people making a bunch of videos, but I have not sat down to watch one. So we gonna watch this together. Check this out. I don't know when you'll be watching this video, either before or after or on the day. Well, it can be before. So it's either on the day or after the day. But if you have not watched, or if you're going to go watch the Lady Pink's interview on the Haters Only podcast, make sure you do so. If you're watching this the day of, then it will be today at 8 p.m. Right? If you're watching it the day after, then go back and watch the video on the Haters Only podcast. All right. All you got to do is go to the main page, the Hater World, click on the playlist that says podcast, and then look for the Haters Only, and it would be the recent one. Now, people are asking about the 200 Boys. 200 Boys is going to be up and running in January. I know I was shooting for November, but something had happened here at the studio, and we could not get it ready. So now we're shooting for the first week in January. You know, new set, new everything. 200 Boys is getting well invested in right now. And when I mean well invested in, I mean by me. All right? No silent partners, no extra people, by me, my pockets. All right? Other than that, those that don't follow us on Blue Devil Reactions, go over to Blue Devil Reactions, go over to Hater World Uncensored. Those are our alternate pages. We post different types of content. Hater World Uncensored, we go live every day from 8 to 10, 7 to 10 now, or 7 to 9, something like that. And we also go live Friday and Saturday, and we play music, all right? So make sure you guys pull up to that. One more announcement is, if you have Instagram, go over to my Instagram, hit me with a follow, The Hater World, and hit up the team, Hater World Media. And if you guys are looking for this merch right here, it's fire, believe it or not, handcrafted. Go over to www.thehaterworld.net. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and watch this video. Crip Mac facing 15 in the feds. It is by another YouTuber. So we're going to just watch it and see what it's about, all right? So with no further ado, let's get you guys a Southsiders reaction. Let's go.
See, I'm sick nasty, you see? Nah, I can't watch this now. Then truly dark so you know who's a slime. Well,
how you came up with that dance?
oh, from prison.
Okay.
From prison. You know, look, I was, at the time.
This election.
More stamina. You know what? I program time.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Blood on the Razor Wire TV, where you already know.
I don't know who this is. I've never watched the video. I just typed in Crip Mac and busted, and he came up, and I see he got paperwork. So I said, you know what? Let's watch this one, right? So shout out to Blood on the Razor Wire. Now, I don't want to hear all this stuff that people are going to say, like, oh, you know, maybe he's not good or this or that. I don't want to hear it. We're not doing politics here. We're just enjoying the video.
We bring it to you real, and we bring it to you raw. Crip Mac. People are talking about him. Trevor Hurd, he's all over the place, right? People see this dude all over. And let me just say for the record, I like this dude. This dude had reached out to me early on in my YouTube career. He's like, yo, bro, I like your content, man. Keep pushing. I was like, damn, for this cat to recognize me, that was
Fire.
all right. So anyway, you know, big...
Hold on. Don't let me break your heart, bro. It could have been a fake page. I've had fake pages hit me up, and I'm like, oh, this fool tight, and it not be them. Not saying Crip Mac, but somebody else.
YouTube star, rapper, living his best life at times. but always involved in something, right?
Facts.
Everybody's seen the video, man. He's in there, he's getting it in. He ain't got the best hands in the world, but I think the kid's got the heart of a lion. Probably
Facts.
shouldn't call him a kid, but he's got the heart of a lion, and he's really trying to live that life.
Facts.
The life that he was promoting, he's out there trying to live it like, yo, this is what it is. Some people have said that he's got some, some mental health issues, which might play in his favor right now. But anyway, what people don't know, and we're going to break it down for you, is how much time is he really facing? Some people are like, oh, man, he's only going to get a little bit of time. It ain't that serious. Some people didn't even know that it's the feds. But let me tell you that it is serious. It's very serious.
Wow.
And the reason why it's serious is because he could be facing a mandatory minimum.
Do I see attempted second-degree robbery, felon possession of a firearm, felon in possession of a firearm violate? Damn, grand theft. Damn, transportation of sale and controlled substance. Damn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charges. All seem to be felonies. Let's see. Maybe that's not his paperwork.
15 years, depending on how the government plays this game. And the government's not in the game of being friendly, so to speak, right? They're not friendly. They're not out looking out because he's Crip Mac, big YouTube star, all over the place. They're not looking out. They just don't do that. But we're going to break it down for you. Crip Mac, what people don't know, is in October 2023, the government had already got a sealed indictment on him.
Wow.
This is the feds. He got arrested in September in the state, gets out. People are talking about him like, damn, Crip Mac's back in jail. And then he gets out. But what he don't know is that
his name is right there, Trevor Hurd. And we all know that his name is Trevor Hurd thanks to Milk 74. Milk 74 is the one that sort of like exposed Crip Mac, a.k.a. C-Mac, for, the things he did. I don't want to get into them. We all know. We all follow the same pages. We all know why he got at him. But listen, Milk ain't lying.
the government is behind the scenes putting a case together based on the same facts that are going on in the state. So Crip Mac's arrested, goes to court in the state, gets arrested. They take him over to the federal building, and now the shit gets real.
Oh, wow, that fool had a ghost gun. Hey, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm reading this. Hey, you know what? I had a question for everybody watching. Would you guys prefer me switching the boxes around to where the video we're watching is big and I'm smaller in the right corner? Or do you guys like this layout? But this fool had a ghost gun. And you know what's crazy? That those ghost guns are everywhere right now, bro. Homies got them. I won't say my homies, but I hear homies. When I say homies, I mean everyone in the world. I consider everybody a homie, right? Homies got them all over the place, bro. Ghost guns, 3D printed. It's wild, bro. Listen, I'd rather get caught with a gun, a serial number gun, than get caught with a ghost gun. I'll tell you that all day. Now, down below in the comments, you guys let me know, would you rather get busted with a ghost, or would you guys rather get busted with a stolen firearm? Leave it down below.
Let's break down the indictment so you know how serious it is. On or about September 3rd, 2023, in Los Angeles County within the Central District of California, defendant Trevor Hurd, also known as C-Mac, knowingly possessed ammunition. Ammunition? That's not that serious. Come on, Chad. Ammunition? It's not for real. Namely, 10 rounds of normal precision AB, 9mm Luger caliber ammunition contained inside a semi-automatic handgun, bearing serial number, they break it down, commonly referred to as a ghost gun.
Wow.
Each in and affecting interstate commerce. Let me tell you something. I was in the feds with one of my homeboys. 222 shells. They ACCA, Armed Career Criminal Act. And they give them 18 years for 222 bullets, all right? And for those of you that don't know,
that's wild, bro. Listen, this is off topic, but one time I was busted with somebody that had got like 10 years in prison for having 2 pills. What were they? I don't know what they were, but it was some pills. Now the pills are like big, but back then pills were like a big deal to have if they weren't registered to you or you didn't have the bottle. Fool got like fucking, I don't know, but it was a long time. It was more than 5 years. And I'm like, damn. But back to this, listen, this sucks. It sucks that Crip Mac has to have a weapon, right? We all know that he has to have a weapon due to the fact of the tattoo on his forehead, right? but he also has to have a weapon for the haters, right? Now, Crip Mac is inviting the drama. That's why he has to have a gun, right? Because he's out there saying, I'm not going to get the tattoo removed. F these guys. Who cares what these guys think of me? I'm ready. So he inviting it, right? But also there's people out there that might not like him because of his gang ties. So no matter what, he's got to stay strapped up, right? But this goes for anybody, bro. Listen, you could be a regular smuck on the internet, right? And people might not like you for whatever reasons. And now you got to protect yourself. So maybe you wouldn't have to carry a gun if you were not on the internet. But now because you're a personality on the internet and people watch you every day and some people dislike you, now you're outside. Now you got to carry a piece in case somebody tries to take your life. It just sucks that California got strict gun laws. Now, I will say this. If the gun laws in California were better, he probably would not have a ghost gun. But because he has to have a ghost gun, he has to have a gun, that's probably all the homies had to sell him. Allegedly. It'd be dope if felons were able to get guns, but under more scrutiny, right? To the point where you'd have to register it and maybe like check in every month or something. Like, send in some paperwork every month that ain't nothing happened, everything's cool, you still got it, blah, blah, blah. Or, I don't know, it's just something to the point where even if you're a felon, you could protect yourself. Because that's why felons continue to go back to prison. Because no matter what, they get out of prison and something happens and they gotta carry a weapon for their home, for their business. I know a lot of homies that are felons that own businesses. And what? They can't get a piece and protect their shop? They can't protect their home? Like, it should be better laws around guns in California, bro. It's not right.
I had a 22 rifle. I got 5 years for a 12 gauge shotgun, 25 years for a 22 rifle. What the 25 years for a 22 rifle? That's because the feds don't play no games. Defendant Hurd possessed such ammunition knowing that he had previously been convicted of at least one of the following felony crimes. And then the government outlined.
Now, I will say this real quick. I got caught with a 44 Magnum Anaconda in 2002, right? 2002, right? GTA, evading police, which high-speed chase, and 211, all in the same night. Oh, and a Dirk Dagger, big old Rambo knife. And I remember the cop was trying to scare me, like, oh, you're going to go to prison for life, blah, blah, blah. I was able to beat the case, I say it in the Southside story. Go look for it. It's out there. But it wasn't such a big deal as a ghost gun. A ghost gun, it's a big deal because they ain't got no serial numbers on it. They can't trace the bullets back to the gun. You can toss the gun and probably never find out who it was registered to because it's not registered. So it's just a big deal with the ghost guns.
All of his priors. Let's look at his priors. Felon in possession of a firearm in violation of California law, right? July 27, 2022. And this is what the government's letting him know and letting his lawyer know. We're going to ACCA you. You're a career offender. We can pretty much do whatever we want. Felon in possession of a firearm, California Penal Code, October 12, 2021. Attempted second-degree robbery.
Wow.
November 8, 2017.
Who would he rob?
Grand theft, August 12, 2015. Transportation and sale. They put the word sale of a controlled substance in violation of California Health Code, October 20th, 2014. He might be able to get around that incoherent offense. That California statute might not be good, but there's a whole bunch of priors here. And what happens is this. Under 922G, for those of you that aren't up to date.
Who is Crip Mac robbing? And why? Listen, that could have been as simple as beating a guy down, mutual combat, and then their phone falls out of their pocket and you snatch it up. That's robbery. GTA could have been as much as sitting in the passenger whip in the passenger side of a car that you thought was your homeboy. I will tell you this. I went to juvenile hall once for 90 days. I think 90 days or 6 months. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. One of my homeboys came over. I was outside in the hood. He came over with a stolen whip. I didn't know it was stolen. I'm over here looking at it like, oh, this is tight. Where'd you get this from? Not knowing that this motherfucker is younger than me. I'm 16. This fool like 14. And I'm over here thinking it's his whip like a dumb fuck, right? So I'm over here touching the whip. And then like a month later, I get picked up for GTA. Motherfucker, I don't even know how to drive. I don't even know how to steal the motherfucker, right? But I get busted. I do like 6 months, I think, somewhere between 3 and 6. I don't remember. In juvenile hall, they found my fingerprint in one of the little mirrors. I never got in the whip, ever. But I took it, you know. So that could be as simple as that. Of course, when you get busted, you get charged with everything, bro. You get charged with everything, and it's up to the judge to get them all knocked off. I mean, to your lawyer to plead your case and get things knocked off, work out a deal, and get out of jail.
It used to be 0 to 10 years. That meant you could get anywhere in between 0 to 10 years. You don't really got, much of a record, 37 months. If the court really wants to bang you, they can give you 10. But they changed that. The First Step Act changed that and said, you know what? We don't think that that's enough time. People like Ted Cruz and, the guy down there in Arkansas, Cotton, they said, no, we don't think 10 is good. If you're a felon in possession of a firearm, we think you should probably get up to 15.
Wow.
So we're going to change that. So now he's facing 0 to 15 for the ammunition, right? 922G violation. Facing 15. Then why'd you say the mandatory minimum's 15? Because if they ACCA him, if they Armed Career Criminal Act him, his mandatory minimum now goes from 0 to 15. That means he has to get 15. Let me give you a quick story on Teddy Vasquez.
I ain't gonna hear the story.
Alleged former gang member out of Chicago. You can only imagine what gang. One of my clients right now, we're working on a big case for him by the Public Defender's Office. They got all the up-to-date stuff.
All right, look, this guy done said enough. Look, I don't know what Crip Mac was doing out there. He got China Mac on his side. Maybe he was doing this behind closed doors. Maybe he was moving weight, allegedly. Maybe he had a piece, allegedly. Maybe he stole a whip, allegedly. It's hard to believe because Crip Mac was out there making money with the homie China Mac, right? He was getting his increments. He was getting his bread. Hopefully these right here are allegations that will go away. Hopefully it wasn't him. Hopefully, he could beat this case. We don't want nobody behind bars, even if they are your worst enemy. Once my homeboy asked me a question, right? I remember I was young. He goes, when I was going through boot camp, he goes, hey, would you rather have your enemy in prison or on the streets? And I said, in prison. Who gives a fuck, right? And he said, nah, you'd rather want them in the streets. He goes, why you want them to rise to power in there when you can smoke them on the block? And it made sense to me. I was like, okay, I get it, right? Of course, now if you were to ask me, I don't want nobody to go to prison, bro. I want them to enjoy their life. Life is short. We only get one life to live. You can't spend it chasing a hood rat. You can't spend it trying to impress people that don't care about you. You got to live life, be happy, and take care of your family. That's it. Now, of course, if you sign up for some, don't mean you got to be out there full throttle. If you hit a certain age and you surpassed all that, then, you can still be there, check in with the homies, make the phone call and pop up every once in a while. But if you're 16 years old, 17, and you sign up for something, you better go full throttle. You better hope you survive. That's what you signed up for. If that's what you wanted, that's what you wanted. You can't blame nobody. You can't get busted and later say, oh, you guys made me do it. Nah, fool, you signed up for it. You feel me? But if you surpass that age of already done all that, and you can stay free, then it's your job to make sure that you look out for the people that don't got it, that's within your circle. You feel what I'm saying? You build opportunity for them. But it is what it is. Check this out. I hope Crip Mac gets free. I hope he sees the light of day. And I hope he overcomes this obstacle. Because when you're on the way up, people are trying to kick you down. And that's what happens. It is what it is. It's only one of many. And that happens to a lot of people, right? So check this out. With that being said, nothing else to be said. Once again, Lady Pink's interview. If you're watching this the day of, tonight, 8 p.m., if you're watching it the day after, go back, Haters Only Podcast. All right? This is not going to be your ordinary interview. That's all I'm going to say. I'm trying to make a transition into something else, and I will announce it on the podcast. One last shout out to my boy, Moses from Greenleaf Botanicals, right? Go hit him up on Instagram, Greenleaf_Botanicals. They in Whittier. They got that fire. And hit up my boy D. Leo the jeweler. He got some in the works for me right now. You know, he got all kinds of things going on over there on his page. Loans, jewelry, you name it, right? And with that being said, I'm Blue Devil. It's been a Hater World production. And we out.